Okay, this is going to be a little training video on importing images onto the Daphne Baseball website. I'm only recording this once and I'm not doing any editing, so I'm going to say sorry for all the ums and hus and ands. So let's get started here. First thing we need to do is log in as a photographer. Most likely if you are watching this training video, then that means you have rights to do this. And when you log in, you will see on your menu, of course, below your username, you'll see image galleries and image import. So the very first thing we need to do is create a gallery for all these images to go in. We will select image galleries, and up here at the top you see add gallery. So for our training purposes, I'm just going to select add gallery. I'm going to give the gallery a name. We'll call it test gallery. We'll give it a slight description for training video. And down here you'll see parent. It says root. If you wanted this gallery just to stand alone by itself, you would keep it in the root directory. If this gallery is a part of, say, the varsity game action, then you may want to insert it in the varsity action, which most likely you're either going to be putting it in varsity action or JV action, and then just hit submit. So now the gallery has been created, so any images from here out that you're going to import into the system, you can just say, hey, put all those pictures into that particular gallery. Next area we're going to go to is image import. We'll head over to image import, and when we open it up, you'll notice it says no files were found. And it's mainly because we haven't loaded any images into the system yet. So to do that, we need to create an FTP account, which Windows does basically for you. All you have to do is tell it where to point. So I'm going to close down the website here. We're going to go to the Start button. Then we're going to head to this little area that says My Network Places, and go ahead and select My Network Places. If you're on a Vista machine, it's probably somewhere in that general area, but you're going to have to investigate a little bit of where Vista hides the Add Network Places. Once we're in there, you'll see right up here at the top left it says Add a Network Place, and that's what we want to do. We want to add the ability to connect to the Daphne Baseball website. We're going to scroll this down so you can see it. And really, you just walk through the wizard. You're going to hit the next button a few times. You're going to make sure it's select choose another network location, hit next. The address that you're looking for is ftp://daphnebaseball.com. It's that simple. And once you enter that in there, you would hit next. You have to give it a username. And of course, in this case, your username is baseballpics. And hit next. Now you should have been emailed a password which will come to you that will allow you to be able to get into the account. Right here where it says type a name of a network place, it doesn't matter what name you give this. This is for your own use on your desktop. So I'm just going to keep the same name, Daphne Baseball Pics, and I'm going to hit next and hit finished. The system will do everything else. It's going to pull up a window that may challenge you for a username. Hopefully it does. And that username would have been emailed to you. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and log in. And now basically you just have a window that's open as if it were on your C drive or wherever. And what we're going to do from here is we're just going to drag and drop the pictures from our desktop right into that folder. But before we do that, let's minimize that down, and I'm going to close this. Here are the baseball test pictures that I've put into a folder, and you'll notice they really don't have any names. If you use a Windows system, you can right-click on any one of those pictures, and you'll see here an option to open with. I'm going to open that with Microsoft Office Picture Manager. And by doing this, it allows me to edit the size of these in one mass sweep. I don't have to sit there and edit each one of them. You'll notice this picture is sizing somewhere around 1050 by 1035. It's a little bit larger than a huge sheet of paper. The website really can't display it that big, so to go ahead and modify it now might save us later down the road. Also, you might want to go in here and name these something. MPJ0384687,000 really doesn't mean a whole lot to us. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this baseball because it is a picture of a baseball. Whoops, let me delete out the old. And you'll want to go through and at least give those pictures some type of meaning. And just so that later when you reflect back on them, you can give them a title and maybe a description on the website. But we'll hit Control or Shift, and we'll hit all 4 of these. It'll select all of them. You'll see Edit Picture. We'll go to Resize Picture, and on the directions on the website it says try to keep these around 800 pixels wide. I'm going to go ahead and just punch in here 750. The height's of no relevance. You know, a web page can grow to forever, but we need to keep the width a little bit under control. So I'm going to put 750 in there, and then I'm going to hit OK. 750 and OK. You'll notice here that all these pictures now have an asterisk next to them. That just basically means they haven't been saved yet. If you hit Control S, it'll save all those pictures at one time. And that's it. We're done with that. From here, we can basically hit Control A. That will select all those pictures again. We can bring that FTP account back up. You'll see it's right here. And you'll see I'm just left-clicking and dragging all those pictures over into this FTP folder, and I'm releasing. And from here, it's just uploading to the website. You could have 150 pictures if you wanted to load all at one time. You would just hit Control A. It would select all 150 pictures, and you would just drag and drop right into the folder. From there, it loads up to the website. And of course, depending on how many pictures you have and how big those pictures are, determine your download time, or in this case, your upload time. We're going to close this out. We're going to close this out, and we're going to open up the website again. And this is the image import. You see it still says no files were found because basically the browser has to be refreshed. So you would hit Control F5. If you don't know that, that refreshes any browser. And when we hit the refresh, you'll notice that all those pictures are now on the website. From here, we pick and choose where we want them to go. And you would just put check marks next to the pictures that you would want to upload to which gallery. So you'll see here when I hit this button and it shows my galleries, there's the test gallery that we created. And if I just wanted those 2 pictures to go into the test gallery, I would select them and hit import. If I wanted all those pictures to go into the test gallery, I can select up here, and of course it selects all. Word to the wise, you might want to title these pictures before you upload them. So this is where naming that file when it came up could save you a step, because as I'm looking at this, I still don't know what MPJ03999449,000 actually means. So it's difficult to give it a title. I can't call it, player XYZ versus whoever. So typically you want to take care of that before you upload the picture. So I'm going to put a title. It might be the player's name. The description might be versus Fairhope or whatever you'd like to put in there. So in that goes, all of those are selected, and I hit import. And you'll notice that I've selected the test galleries. So the website's giving you these nice white and red words that are telling you that it's imported, and no files were found. Once it imports, those files are completely taken out of there. They no longer exist in there. So if we take a trip over to the galleries, you'll see that now it's giving you a lot of things like thumbnail derivative images are missing and blah, blah, blah. Don't ever worry about it. The website creates 3 images when you upload. It creates a thumbnail, it creates the regular image, and it creates a preview. And it does it automatically. And it's just letting you know that it's doing its job. So you just click on the image, and you'll see that we're making our way to the galleries. And it's just that simple. Once you have the FTP set up, literally all you have to do is name the picture and drag and drop it into the gallery you want it to go into. And then all of us can, look at your gorgeous pictures. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. My email address is rolson, don't misspell it, OLSON, rolson@mtimail.com.